Are you confident that enough people have gotten out of the path of this storm at this moment?
Well, you know, I don't. What I'm confident in is that FEMA and our federal partners are well positioned to support the governor's team, Director Wes Moll at Florida Department of Emergency Management, and then all the way down to the locals. We always hope that everybody evacuates. And, you know, we don't know what the case is on this one. The time has closed. And, you know, we just, our prayers are with those that stayed. It's going to be a devastating storm, as everybody this morning has reported. It's definitely going to knock out services such as power. Our transportation network is going to be heavily impacted, which is going to compound and complex issues when it is safe for our teams to go out and do search and rescue. But again, we have contingency plans in place. We've been embedded with the state for quite some days now, so we feel like we're prepared. We hope those that we're told to evacuate.
So what is the biggest threat at this point from Hurricane Michael?
The biggest threat initially is going to be the surge. I mean, you know, the surge is traditionally one of the top killers in a storm, especially of this magnitude, you know, upwards of 14 feet of surge. But as it moves in, the wind is definitely going to pose a threat, not just to Florida, but all the way into Georgia and the Carolinas. You know, less than a month ago, we were responding or still in a very active recovery for Hurricane Florence. This is a total different storm than Hurricane Florence. This is going to be a fast-moving storm, but the wind speeds are going to be pretty dramatic.
Speaking of Hurricane Florence, that was, if you can believe it, less than a month ago. I know you know that, but the recovery is still happening at this point. Does the federal government have enough resources to both recover from that storm and deal with this monstrosity headed toward the Panhandle?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We have plenty of resources. We're well positioned. Again, FEMA's main role is to coordinate that federal response. So we have the firepower of the federal government that's there to support Florida, Georgia, Alabama, into the Carolinas as we recover from Hurricane Florence and hurricanes from 2017. We still have a lot of staff, and we'll continue to have a lot of staff in the recovery phase of a lot of storms.
Brock Long, the FEMA administrator, is set to be at the White House, I think, in about an hour and a half, Jeff, to brief the president on this. What can we expect out of that meeting, which it's my understanding Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen will be there as well?
Right. You can expect the administrator to clearly and confidently let the president and senior administration officials know that FEMA's prepared. We're ready to go. We have no limiting factors. You know, again, but we have to set the expectations, and the administrator's done a very good job at doing that. Power will be off for weeks. Roads will be, you know, down and impacted for weeks. We do not want the expectation to be that, you know, come this weekend, everything's going to be back to normal, and we have to level set that for the citizens, for our local governments and our state governments, and that's a very important message to get out there. It's not a friendly, not a happy message, but it's an important message to get out there that you know, services are going to be interrupted for quite some time from a storm like Hurricane Michael.
Jeff, before I let you go, there have been a lot of questions about Administrator Long's leadership of FEMA over these past several months. Are you confident in his leadership of your agency?
I'm 1,000% confident in his leadership. He's the best leader I've ever worked for.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.